Good seeing you.
This ain't no regular thing. Came for the ring, you know what I mean. I shoot my shot and it's clean. This for my city, yeah, this for my team. If you talking, it's all to me nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, champion. I'm a team. If you talking, it's all to me nice. I play with all of my life. You see my name in the lights. Better get right, champion.
And welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. It is draft day right here on YSN Live, the 2025 YSN All-Star Game Draft happening today on our show. I'm DJ Yoakley. That's Anthony Hartwig. Anthony, how are you, buddy?
Oh, we're good. We're excited for this, and I see the beautiful Wheel of Destiny with all its fantastic colors right there in front of us. Can't wait to spin it.
It's the Wheel of Destiny. I'm not sure if we should be singing that, but at the end of the day, I put a lot of work into this daggone wheel this morning. I'm not going to lie to you. Now, you may or may not notice that every player that is drafted today, their actual school colors are on the Wheel of Destiny. Look at that wheel right now. Look at how sweet it is. There's a lot of blue, a lot of red, some yellow, some maroon, burgundy-ish. And this is about as good as I'm going to get, buddy. Like,
Yeah,
we can add the pictures at some point, but this is about as good as we're going to get.
some point we'll get to there.
It was a scramble today, and my screen is a mess. So I'm probably going to be ejected at some point during this. So that's not great. But without further ado, it is draft time. So let's go over kind of the way things work. This is not anything to do with YSN. This is why we have the Wheel of Destiny, Anthony, because the accusations when we started these things of stacking teams or whatever, we're not doing that. It's the Wheel of Destiny. It is not predetermined. It is completely in God's hands the rest of this show.
And there was the year that we did the cards, which was a little bit of a compromise, but this is just a lot more efficient, I think, than assigning everyone a card and then drawing cards and having to go back to the sheet and say, well, who had that card? And then
there's a little showmanship to this one.
This is just click the wheel and it goes, and it takes 2 or 3 seconds to tell you who's on the team.
All right, so we're gonna go girls first. Now, a little bit of the stuff to get out of the way first before we spin the wheel. I know we're not trying to drag it on, but
a little bit. We gotta let the viewers get in.
The All-Star Game happening on Saturday. Check-in is at 4:00.
Mm-hmm.
If you're in the boys' game, whatever, you can check in as early as 4:00. Girls,
I would say just like as long as you're there an hour before your game time, you'll be good.
Right.
For
But
boys, yeah.
if you're coming for the girls' game, you can check in. But we need you to check in is the biggest thing because we need you to fill out the documents. There will be you can fill out stuff beforehand, Anthony. When we put the article together with the rosters, we will put something at the bottom. You can fill out the waiver form, and then just all you got to do literally is check in and get your size of your shirt, and you're good. Home teams, white jerseys. Talk to your coach, athletic director, whoever. If you were drafted to a home team, and we will tell you what team that is, whether it's Coach Rowe or Coach Bornemus, bring your white uniforms. Away teams, whatever colors, not white.
Right, not white.
A lot of teams have like alternate uniforms. If that's your favorite one, bring it. But pardon me. That's the biggest one because basketball, we talked about it on the show earlier this week or later, in the week last week. Basketballs, you got to have that
It's
that
the one
different
sport.
uniform.
The one sport where the uniform's got to be a little bit different.
Baseball, softball, you can get away with it. Volleyball, you can get away with it. These ones, you got to have the different uniforms. So if it becomes an issue, let us know, and maybe we can make a trade or something. There are trades that we potentially might have to make. We've had teams that have been drafted with all bigs, and that was a problem a little bit. So trades could happen. We try not to, and also there are some late additions to it. And if you're not on the wheel, it's okay. It's not the end of the world. We will add you later on the article. So if you sit there and you thought you said yes or confirmed, and you're not on the wheel, reach out to us immediately and we'll take care of it. So we have every confirmation plus a couple that we are anticipating confirmations. So we have 64 on the girl side. We have 64 on the boy side. I don't know how it worked out that way, Ant. It did. Incredible.
Whoa. It spiked up a little bit. 64. I like it.
Yeah, so we've got a few extra ones. We've had one dropout, which we will allude to. She's on the wheel because we need to talk about her. And then if something changes, she's drafted. So we can just essentially it becomes a placeholder for potential late additions to the All-Star game. So I think we covered it all. Check in 4:00. Game starts at 5:00 for the girls. The skills contest will be about 6:30 to 8:15, I want to say. So there is a anticipated longer introduction with 64 potential players. So all these times are subject to change. They're all subject to change. We're not trying to be there all night, but we're trying to have a good time and make sure everybody gets the limelight shed on them. Okay, so let's not be sitting there looking at our watches at 8:15, wondering why the boys aren't playing right now. So, okay, we're going to do the best we can on all capacities, but there will be a 50-50. It is $5 to get in. Donation. So we're not going to fight people. If you feel like you don't need to pay, the price, fine. First responders, veterans, active military, you're free. You're absolutely free. It's the least we can do to say thank you to the sacrifices that you've created, for us, and we can do this. What do we got here? Okay, thank you, Anthony. I got the side thing. You ready? I think I'm
ready.
Did I miss anything?
No, I think we're buckled up. We're ready to go. All the housekeeping is done.
All right.
We have to somehow decide who's going to be the home team, who's going to be the away team, which coach is going to get that honor.
I think ladies first, so the ladies should be home team.
All right, so we'll just have Mandy Rowe. You'll be the home team, and Coach Bornemus, you'll be the away team. We'll do Stars and Stripes. Stars will be the home team. Stripes will be the away team. We have Mike Swinehart in the back of the spreadsheet. He'll be color coding everything so we can organize it. So we want to thank him for his time.
So the first roll goes to Coach Bornemus in the Stripes, right?
Yep.
All right, here we go. Without further ado, ladies and gentlemen, the Wheel of Destiny. First pick of the draft. Anticipated. Here we go. No whammies, no whammies, no whammies. Big money.
Yes.
And ladies and gentlemen, the first pick of the draft goes to
Garrettsville Garfield. Mandy Cardinal.
Wow.
Was someone that had to miss last year's All-Star game due to injury. Welcome back. A second-time All-Star nominee. It would have been a third time if she was healthy last year. So glad to have Mandy back on the list. Glad to have her healthy, of course. And she is going to be on Coach Bornemus' team. And now we'll go to the Stars, Coach Rowe.
Uh-oh.
See some red.
Okay. Well, I messed that one up, didn't I?
My jumper from Brookfield.
They're not red, by the way. They're
blue. Not red.
We already messed up the stupid Wheel of Destiny. Way to go.
Took two spins.
Well, things can only go up from here, right? All right, back to the away team. Coach Bornemus.
Bornemus, you're getting some blue.
What are we doing here?
Not really.
They were all right. I looked at all of them. All right. I hate my life right now. I spent so much time on this morning. You don't understand.
Coach Rowe, you're going to get – that's one's right. South Range, Gwyn Lowry will also be in the three-point contest as well.
So I got I'm 50% right now, Ant. I'm
Yep.
batting 500.
Bornemus, let's see who you're going to get. It's maybe red. That is red, and you get your own player, Keely Rose, coming on your team.
Yeah, now we're swinging a hot stick. Now we're on it, Ant.
Coach Rowe going to get Alyssa Strode from Southern, another three-point contestant on the contest. So Coach Rowe already has two of the contestants in the three-point contest on the girls'
gunners.
side.
You got some gunners out there.
Pew. Coach Bornemus, you're going to get another member of the three-point contest, Gianna Leone from Western Reserve. I should say a three-point shooter, a very good three-point shooter from Western Reserve, and a sophomore from the Blue Devils. Coach Rowe,
CC Foster!
Clean sweep of the Raiders as CC Foster will be on Coach Rowe's team.
Another sharpshooter from the outside. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. No whammies, big money.
Coach Bornemus stops on LeBray's Riley Rowe. Uh-oh. There might be some sweet talking from Coach Rowe to try to get that trade.
We accept bribery.
Riley Rowe goes to Coach Bornemus on the draft. And Coach Rowe will answer with Maya Kabanchik from Howland, a great three-sport athlete, taking her time and playing in her all-star game.
We're cooking, baby. Swinging a hot bat right now.
All the colors have been right for the last couple spins, so we're on track. Coach Bornemus, you get your own. Allie Gaspin, you're 2 for 2 with Gerard.
Mandy Rowe is upset right now.
And we go back to Mandy Rowe's spin, and she is going to land.
Dang
Jackson
it!
Milton's Amani Yassine. It's a really good sophomore, a really good young player that we're probably going to have on the All-Star game for years to come.
I almost said dang it because it was the wrong color again. All that hard work.
Coach Bornemus, you get Lavraine Gaskins, the big from Crestview, the all-time leading blocker in the Rebels.
Dr. Swats.
Coach Rowe, I'm sorry, you're going to have to coach against Lavraine Gaskins again. But you will get Canfield's Jenna Treveri.
Who is not blue.
He was not blue.
Who jinxed it.
But she is in the three-point contest. That means 3 of Coach Rowe's rosters are in the three-point contest. Coach Bornemus, you are going to answer with another person from LeBray in Angel Scruggs.
Oh, boy.
All
Coach
the
Rowe's
wheel.
she's going to resign before the game starts.
Well, Coach Rowe, you get to answer with Camel Memorial's Rayona Floyd Brown. Great to have her aboard.
I'm never color coding these ever again.
Coach Bornemus, let's see who you get.
Oh, that's
Looks
green.
like a green. West Branch, Tally Munez coming in hot on Coach Bornemus's team. Mandy Rowe, let's see where the spin hits.
Red. It's red. Oh, blue.
Oh, blue. It missed red by a little bit, and you get Claire Urchek, the YSN Freshman of the Year, just announced that yesterday.
Hey, Claire, way to go. We're proud of you. Oh, that's
Another
orange.
member of the three-point contest, by the way, on Mandy
Green?
Rowe's roster. And Coach Bornemus gets Kennedy Carpenter, Man, if you haven't seen her play, she's going to put on a show from Ursuline.
Sophomore?
Sophomore, another
Yeah.
young gun on Coach Bornemus's team. Coach
That's
Rowe,
right.
are you going to get someone that you've had to coach against? No, it was wrong yellow, but it is Southeast, which has yellow in their color scheme.
I had to go with it because
Jenna
they had
Canale.
same colors as South Range, and they were right next to each other on the wheel. So I was trying to make it look pretty. I failed miserably.
Coach Bornemus's team gets, that's a lot of blue, and you get Warren JFK's Dee Dee Ryan, who will be there as an honorary All-Star. Of course, we've talked about that. She's more than deserving of that nod, and we're happy to have her aboard.
Thank you, Dee Dee. Appreciate you coming.
Coach Rowe,
Uh-oh.
got some red. Who's the red, though? It's out of Perry. We're so glad that you're going to make the trip down to Boardman, Victoria. Perry had a great season, upset West Branch in the districts to get a district championship. So glad you're making the trip up from Lake County to come and be in our All-Star game.
Is Victoria the first ever Perry representative?
Yeah, because...
Did we have one in the volleyball game?
We did have one in the volleyball game.
Okay.
Basketball-wise, though, we got Perry locked down.
Who we got?
Coach Bornemus, you're going to get Talisha Huff from Cardinal Mooney, and that is a slasher driver, and a great girl that can finish through contact for the Cardinals. Mandy Rowe, looking for some red.
Bankrupt. It's the only thing that hasn't happened to Mandy so far.
Gerard, Grand Valley, Grand Valley, Chloe Turk coming in, another sophomore that we have
Also-
featured in our All-Star game.
Grand Valley not red, by the way. If you're keeping track at home.
Coach Bornemus looks like maybe some red. And you get Canfield's Carly Fleming.
That Canfield was red. By the way, Big Dogs of the Valley finalists will be announced shortly after the show today.
Coach Rowe,
Oh,
you're going to
boy.
spin Beaver Locals Allie Wright. Their offensive leader led the team in points per game this year. Is glad to have her aboard from Beaver Country.
This is why we can't have nice things, Anthony. These colors are way off. Like it's the opposite.
And Beaver Locals going to be mad that it's blue. It could have been
Blue.
anything, but it ends up blue. Sullivan
that's
Sandy goes to Coach Bornemus. Sully, we're happy that you are on the All-Star roster. Coach Rowe gonna get Zoe Painter from Pymachining Valley. Coach Rowe is racking up the three-point contestants. She has 5, I think, of the three-point contestants on her roster.
Out of 8?
Yeah, we're not done either.
Oh boy.
Coach Bornemus is going to get Hobins, Amaria Davis. We're so happy that Hoban is aboard on this All-Star roster. They moved heaven and earth to make sure they had a player come into our All-Star game. We thank Coach Davis for doing that. Coach Rowe, Boardman, Sarah Barrow, late addition added on, and we're going to have her on Coach Rowe's team.
That's big. Barrow gets to wear the home jersey.
Coach Bornemus, you're going to answer with red makes me nervous. It's Columbiana. Anna Clemmer. I thought you were going to go for another LeBray and sweep the LeBray players. On
I
Coach
thought it was going to be
Bornemus's
Poland
team.
or something. Like, you
never
don't even know what colors don't matter. The 3 hours I spent on these stupid colors.
Coach Rowe, you will get Wellsville, Philip Opelreiter, big one.
gosh.
It's a big spin. Orange is good. You're good with that one. It got orange.
Yeah, I'm not doing very well, Ant. Don't try to patronize me.
Coach Bornemus,
Patronize.
that wheel's getting a little bit bigger, and it's going to be United. Naylee Smith, freshman, having a big season for the Eagles. You'll be on Coach Bornemus's team wearing that blue jersey. I think they're blue roads.
Navy blue roads.
Coach Rowe, you answer with Heartland Christian, Sarah Reynolds, purplish.
Hey, that was purple. Don't give me crap. We've come too far.
Coach Bornemus, you're going to nail with Struthers, someone that you've coached against for a long time, Caitlin Kimball, KK. Happy to have her on the team. And I'm sure you're happy not to coach against her.
For those keeping track at home, that was red for Struthers.
Coach Rowe, blue by an inch, and it's Lakeview's Sophie Irwin, another 3-point contestant on Coach Rowe's team. 6 out of 8.
It's going to be easy pep talk for Coach Rowe. Just go shoot it.
On Coach Bornemus's team, you get Columbiana's
Ooh.
Ella Venezia. So the Columbiana girls split, I believe.
Ellie Venezia, the former big dog. Great family.
Home team Rowe is going to win with Caney's Alicia
Uh-oh.
Brown, last year's freshman of the year. That is a big get. Coach Bornemus is going to spin that wheel and looks like landing on some orange there and get Middle Ridge's Ava Hewlett. We're so happy that she's going to be able to come aboard.
Trumbull County Player of the Year, Ava Hewlett. Also, great hurdler.
Coach Rowe, you are going to get out of East, Simone Lewis, a late addition. We are happy that East did some work to move some things around and get Simone into our All-Star game.
There's one yellow on the board that everybody's got their eyes on, Ant.
I know. And Coach Bornemus, you're going to land on Boardman's Jocelyn Torres. You break the streak. You get one of the 3-point contestants on Coach Bornemus's team in Jocelyn Torres. Coach Rowe, red. And you get Austin Town Fitch, Sam Severn putting in. I mean, I talked to Coach Ward yesterday. They're playing a game at 2 o'clock, and Sam Severn made sure that it was a priority to get to our All-Star game after their game, first game of the season on the softball diamond. So we thank Sam Severn for being dedicated and getting to our All-Star game. Coach Bornemus is going to answer with Lily Sate, multiple-time All-Star nominee from Newton Falls. Coach Rowe, let's see who you land on.
Nope.
Some blue.
Lowville.
And you get Morgan Lewis from Lowville, the senior superstar. Coach Bornemus, you're going to spin. There's a lot of blue left on the board, and you are going to get some blue. It's going to be Hubbard's Layla Songer. She's going to be competing in the 3-2-1 competition, and impressive freshman from the Eagles.
Big brother's always in the All-Star game.
Second all NE8 selection.
Oh, boy.
Coach Rowe, you answer with Kennedy Caldwell from Champion.
Some of these are like by a millimeter. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
And was that Bornemus again?
I don't know.
I lost track. Oh,
This
no.
is trouble. All right, go back in the document. See where we're at.
Let's see where Mike's got us. I gotta see. So blue is home, and I gotta scroll down. Hold on. Hold the phone. Nope, that was Coach Bornemus's spin. He's got 3 for 3.
All 3 LeBray.
Yeah, there might be some trades. There might be some trades coming down.
Oh my gosh. I feel like we're getting screamed at right now.
We're getting cursed.
Right now.
Coach Rowe, this is your spin.
We can do some trades. There's some Gerard on Coach Rowe's team.
And Wyndham, McKenna Jones coming from Bomber Country to be on Coach Rowe's team in the home whites. Coach Bornemus, let's see who you spin.
Oh, boy.
And it's going to be out of Beaver, PA. Going into the Keystone State to get Ansley Baker, the fantastic sophomore from the Bobcats. Coach Rowe, looks like you got some green there.
She's going to Beulah County.
And it's going to be Honesty Anderson getting the nod from the Dragons. All right, we're spinning. Coach Bornemus, that wheel's getting a lot bigger.
Oh,
And it just knocks is to Carrington Stanford from Niles, someone that Coach Bornemus is very familiar with inside that Indy 8. Coach Rowe going to land on
Conneaut.
Bella Fix. That's a great name, by the way. Mrs. Fix It right there.
Ms. Fix It.
Oh, Miss Fix It. Gotta be correct there. She's not married yet. Coach Bornemus getting Jamaica Brungard from Springfield. That's a big post player. Coach Rowe. Home whites. Some red there. Gerard, there you go.
Now we've got some chips on the table.
You got Mackenzie White, the senior, some bargaining chips for Coach Rowe.
I'm wondering if it's just going to end up being a complete trade. LeBray for Gerard.
Coach Mortimus, you're going to get out of Sebring, Reagan Wynn. And when you have
Good player.
when you have Reagan on your team, you're always going to win because you always got to win on your roster. Coach Rowe, big blue chunk of the wheel. You get Lisbon's Jaden Smith.
The thief
Another
of the
member
night.
of the 3-point contest, by the way. That's 7 of them on Coach Rowe's team, I believe. I think 7 of 8.
Well, she needs something going for her right now because I feel like we've robbed her of all joy.
I know. Coach Bornemus going to get Grace Callow from McDonald. She will compete in the 3-2-1 contest. And she had a great career at McDonald. Gets to put on that uniform one more time as a senior. Coach Rowe answering with a Bulldog. Looks like it. Yeah, it is going to be a Bulldog.
Jackie Ogle. She's a freshman. A lot of skill, a lot of talent, determination. This young lady is going to be potentially in this game for a four-year stint.
Coach Bornemus is going to spin a red. We're still looking at that big yellow piece of the wheel.
We all know who yellow is, too.
Coach Bornemus gets Reagan Magno from Mohawk. Both of our PA representatives now drafted out of the All-Star game. And Coach Rowe going to land a little bit short of that yellow, and it's going to be the blue. And Gianna Pompilia.
So Gianna Pompilia will not be in the game. Last minute decision. We talked about spring break. It's their spring break. But we wanted to make sure that the placeholder was in there, but also to be able to shine some light on Gianna Pompilia. Big dog of the Valley. Great player, and stepped up big whenever Didi went down to be that number one for JFK. So thank you so much. I know it hurts. It hurts Gianna a lot, but I think it hurts her dad twice as much that she's not in this game because he was bumming.
For the last chunk of the season without Didi Ryan in those games, Gianna Pompilia averaged 24 points per game. So this is, I believe, Coach Louisville, Maggie Baker, another 3-point specialist. That's going to be going to, let's see where Mike puts it so I get back on track. That was Coach Bornemus' spin, so this is Coach Rowe. And Coach Rowe is going to get Badgers, Gabriella Miller. So it all comes down to this 50-50 spin.
All right.
Coach Bornemus gets the last spin of the day, and whoever this doesn't land on goes to Coach Rowe. It's red and yellow.
Oh. You know who?
And it's Addison Rhodes. Coach Rowe. Sorry, I have to go up against her again.
And we got to get the name out in light.
The most unclimactic spin in the history of the All-Star Draft will be to Coach Rowe. And it's going to be Bella Boyd coming to us from Jefferson, an incredible freshman out of Jefferson area high school. So that is the wheel.
All right, so I've got to figure this part out now. Now I got to reshare the screen. Let's all right. And how did you think it went for the girls draft? Obviously a lot of 3-point shooters.
So
with
I mean,
Coach
like
Rowe.
I know we're making we're making light of the fact that Coach Bornemus got all three of the LeBray girls on his side, and Coach Rowe was able to get, I believe, one of Coach Bornemus's players, but he got both of his players and three of Coach Rowe's players on his team. That means the Wheel of Destiny is on your side. But I do think that it is a pretty even mix-up. When you look at the players that are on both teams, it's hard to go wrong because these are all all-stars. But you got a lot of three-point shooters on the court for Coach Rowe's team. I believe 7 out of the 8 contestants of the three-point contest are going to be on Coach Rowe's team, if I'm not mistaken. And then you got a lot of post players that got drafted by Coach Bornemus's team. A lot of inside presence. Jamaica Brungard is going to be on Coach Bornemus's team. Of course, his own Ali Gassman, someone that can be inside on his team. And then you got Riley Rowe, a three-point shooter, but also got the height to be inside as well on Coach Bornemus's team. So it's an interesting way that the wheel spun it. I think it's going to be a very fun game. Of course, we're probably going to see some trades, I would imagine. There might be some talking between the coaches.
Let's just get that out of the way now. We're going to put Gerard on Bornemus's team and LeBray on Mandy Rowe's team. I just think that's the way to go.
Well, you got so we'll just make all those blue and all the Gerard ones orange.
Yeah,
I don't know if that'll come out even.
We'll figure it out.
Because there's only Coach Rowe only got one of Gerard's players, so Bornemus has 2 of them already. So if we give Coach Rowe 3 more players, we'll have to give Coach Bornemus 2.
It'll just give you a reason to make a graphic later on. Breaking news. In the All-Star game, we've had players that have been traded from team to team.
Trade alert.
Oh,
like the actual draft when someone gets traded in the draft show on the NFL. Get that little draft alert. We'll figure it out. We'll take care of you.
Message. Let's address this real quick. We got a message from saying, "Why is there nobody in Poland?" Anthony.
We invited Poland players, and they have a softball scrimmage that night. And a lot of the players that would have been interested in the All-Star game are also on the softball team at Poland. And because of the scrimmage there, they won't be able to play in the All-Star game because the scrimmage is in the Watt Center, so it won't be affected by weather, and it is going to be happening at the same time. So Coach Blanche tried. He's a good friend of YSN. He tried his best to get some representatives at the All-Star game. It just did not work out in our favor this year, unfortunately, on the side of the Poland Bulldogs.
Thank you, Coach. Appreciate you trying. Thank you, Poland. But you are represented in the boys' game. Let's not get crazy, okay? Pretty good ball player. It is time for – oh, here we go. Where'd he go? All right. We are starting in a diamond for the boys' game. Okay. Coach Reynolds says we're starting in a diamond for the boys' game.
Diamond press. We'll see how long that lasts. These kids like to just let loose.
I mean, Kate, I don't know if you've been to one of these. They start chucking it from half court. Like 2 minutes in. They just want to. They want that. They don't want to run anymore. All right, it is time for the boys All-Star game, and we have 2 great coaches and staffs that are willing to sacrifice their time to be part of this. From South Range, Pat Carden and his staff will be representing the away team, and the home team will be from East Liverpool, Coach Cade Reynolds, and the East Liverpool Potter staff. So we have that going for us. So if you're on Cade Reynolds' team, Coach Cade Reynolds, it is your white jersey, and Coach Carden's team is whatever other color other than white. So there you have it. You ready, pal?
I'm ready. Let's do this.
All right, same format. Let's see if we get this cranked up.
That means Coach
Carden goes first.
Carden goes first.
Here we go. Big money, no whammies, no whammies. All right, hopefully the color is correct, this one. I put a lot of effort into this.
So the first pick is going to be Lakeside, and the color is correct.
1 for 1.
Jerez
Mr. Osborne, congratulations on being the number 1 pick in the 2025 All-Star Game Draft by YSN. And Cade Reynolds' first pick doesn't look blue.
No, it's gonna be. Oh, it's gonna be green by an inch. Green by an inch. Gavin Gregory. Remember the dunk contest?
Yep. And everybody remembers that special moment last year when Gavin Gregory came out of the crowd and replaced a dunk contest participant and hammered it down in street clothes.
He'll be in a uniform this time.
Good luck.
Coach Carden, you get Campbell Memorial's Sway Rodriguez. Sway.
All right.
That's a huge spin for Coach Carden.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. And then Coach.
Uh-oh.
There we go again. this wheel.
Yoink. Hey, I'll take the 3-point champion.
Oh man, this wheel's not coming out the way that these coaches want. They're not
Sorry
getting their
about
players.
it. Sorry about it. Oh, boy.
Coach Carden answers with Evan Bates, a guy that has been to multiple All-Star games from Liberty. You've had a chance to call one of his games. A couple of his games, I think.
Dog.
Coach Carden. Oh, I thought it was going to be blue. Green by an inch, and it's East. Kevin
That's not the right color.
right.
Hate this wheel. We're going back to cards.
Coach Reynolds getting some red. Salem, that one's right. Devontae Steele. What a name.
The best name. I'm just glad that I got the color Salem correct on that one.
Coach Carden, the away team, gets a big one in Cam Huff. Going to be a lot of attention on him on the baseball diamond, but one more time ago for the senior on the basketball court. Home team gets champion Christian Williams. I like their home unis.
Oh.
Conneaut, Jordan Kolko goes to Coach Carden.
Coach Reynolds.
With it's barely landing on that Mooney. Dante Turner.
Outside shooter. Mooney played East Liverpool earlier, so Coach Reynolds should be very familiar with Dante Turner.
Should have been on the scouting report, I think, for sure. Oh, there's Anthony Cavetta for Coach Carden's team. And
Now
that
they got
is
pretty good score.
that's a devastating shooter. I mean, talk about moves with your feet. The step back he hit to win their last tournament game. Ridiculous. On the other end, for Coach Reynolds, you get Colin Callagher from Heartland Christian.
He's just racking up shooters right now. Good job, Cade.
Well, Mandy just popped into the background. Mandy Rowe from LeBray.
Oh boy, hang on,
Does she know?
Coach. We're
Hey,
so
how's my
sorry.
team looking?
We're so sorry.
Were you watching, Coach?
I have no idea what's happening.
Coach Bornham has spun all of your players.
Well, I might have to make a trade.
You might have to make some trades.
We're trying so hard right now to think about how to do this because he got, I think, 2/3 of his players too.
He did.
Do I have her? I hope I have his players in return.
You have one of his
You
players.
got one.
You got Mackenzie White.
That's a good one to have.
It is a good one to have. But we're working on it, Coach. We're gonna get you taken care of. I'm sure you're waiting to see Austin's name pop up on this boys wheel though to see where he goes.
Are the boys up or the girl? Are the girls done?
Yeah,
Girls
the
are
girls
done.
wheel is done, Coach.
Oh, we're on boys now.
Yeah.
Ron boys. Cooper Brown. All right, where does Cooper go?
Let me just reset to get where we're going here.
We figured you were watching and just really upset with us.
I was teaching my third grade reading. So
Well, that's
That was-
certainly more important.
Definitely more important than the wheel.
The
That
Wheel
was
of Destiny betrayed you horribly.
that was Coach Carden's spin, by the way, DJ. So this is
Okay,
on.
so he's got
Coach
Cooper.
Reynolds. Yep.
All right, here comes Coach Reynolds. Big money, big money. No whammies. Oh, man.
It's a red. Niles, Avon Fryer. Coach, while we have you on, what's it mean to you to be a part of this All-Star game and to be able to give your time to kind of volunteer and coach these kids?
Really excited to do it. We've been there the last couple years watching. It's a fun event. Just love the music, all the people we see that we've played against or with for years. It's just a good end to the season. So it's our last event. All-Star games will be finished, banquets finished. So it's
The
just
last
a fun
hurrah.
time. Yes.
Jace Ricardo just goes off the board now. I think this is Carden spin.
Yep.
No, is it?
No, this is Reynolds spin. Carden
Reynolds
gets
spin.
Ricardo.
Hey, Hubbard's green this year.
You missed it, Coach. We tried to color code these teams, and it didn't cooperate.
Didn't work
with us, I
out.
guess.
Okay, so if my girls are done, it sounds like I need to get on the phone with.
Oh boy.
Yeah,
No.
you need
Do I
to make
need
a
to-
phone call to Coach Bornemus.
I might want to use the rest of my lunch break to do that.
Yeah, Coach. Thanks for stopping by. And
Anytime. Looking forward
appreciate
to
you.
Saturday.
yes, we are
Thank-
too.
Okay, see ya.
Bye, Mandy. All right, we have dropped the
Technical
ball.
difficulties.
Something happened with the Wheel of Destiny now. It's broken.
It's
We got distracted. Broken. I don't know how to get back. Anthony, can you toss to a break so we can try to fix
yeah.
this?
Let's get to a break. We'll go and talk
Completely
to
off
some of
the
our
rails right now.
sponsors. We'll hear from some of our sponsors. Be back in a little bit.
21 News delivers the news as it happens, using the latest technology from where it happens.
Live here outside the Mahoney County.
On air, online,
Wednesday afternoon weather update.
Very dangerous.
and on the 21 News social media platforms.
I'm on the road right now.
21 News, the Valley's only locally owned source for trusted news since 1953.
Looks like we have the wheel back.
Wheels back. That's the good news. Bad news is it's completely reset. So we're going to have to do a little bit of a.
I got the sheet, so if someone spins that's already drafted, we'll just spin it again real quick.
All right. Here we go. This sucks. This is the worst ever. This show stinks.
This has gone really smoothly in the past. We promise. Well, he has not been drafted yet. We'll give him to. Let's see who the last person to go was. Who's the last coach to? I'm seeing what color Mike makes AJ. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 blue. So that one should have gone to Coach Carden because there's 4 of him. So Coach Carden gets AJ Ramjeet, sorry. True, Kerry Harden, a late admission to the 3-point contest, I believe, right, DJ?
And a shooter and great kid nonetheless.
He goes on Coach Reynolds' team.
I feel like the wheel's smaller, so they might be limited.
Yeah, you got the big, the views a little because the names are coming up really big now, and you see it. But
Derek Wilson going to be in the slam dunk contest. Was adamant to be added to the slam dunk contest. There will be a new champion this year. Nick Ryan is out of town, so going to be interesting. Oh, I know what this is.
So Wilson goes to Carden, and then Reynolds answers with Bo Siegfried.
Not bad for a potential state champion. Louisville going to have a fun 24 hours between 1 o'clock on Friday and 8 o'clock on Saturday. Carter Turk off the board from Grand Valley.
That's going to be a cool storyline. Is Chloe Turk and Carter Turk, both brother and sister from Grand Valley, both going to be in the All-Star game. I think it might be the first brother-sister combo. And we have two of them this year, actually, with Riley Rowe and Austin Rowe from LeBray also.
McDowell
Terrell
off the
McDowell
board.
from Boardman. He goes to Coach Reynolds. Coach Carden was the one that got Turk from Grand Valley.
Uh-oh.
Oh, that is a devastating shooter. I mean, you talk about lethal from anywhere on the floor. Marcel Finkley, 1,000 points in his career, going to Pitt Bradley to continue his basketball career.
I think we're okay with these being pulled off. There's, you want to
Farley
talk about
from
devastating shooters. This guy. Now, here's a guy.
Now, here's a guy.
He can shoot the outside ball.
His,
Jace Farley in the three-point contest this year representing Boardman.
his initials are JV, but he's nothing more than varsity.
Dude's a stud. Great family. I know I say
Next
that a lot.
spin is going to land
Oh,
on
boy.
Chester Hart from Columbiana.
So here's
a
the interesting
honorary
thing.
representative.
So he's playing.
Oh, he's playing.
He's playing. There's going to be a special moment there for we're carving it out for Seth. He was adamant about trying to get in a 3-point contest. We didn't have any room. So the biggest thing for us was finding him a spot. Well, these games are all about special moments and taking away. And years after this game happens, we want you to say, "Do you remember when?" And I think that we're going to have a very special moment with Seth this year, and a special thanks to Seth for everything that he's done for the game, everything he's done for the community of Columbiana, and we're going to try to pay homage to him here on Saturday night. Okay, we're back to this stupid colors.
Hey, it's working. It's spinning. We'll take what we get. Jalen
Thanks.
Robinson from
Yeah, you're right.
Valley Christian goes to Coach Reynolds.
You're right. I talked too much trash to the wheel of destiny.
Yeah, but Will was like, "Oh well, then take this."
See ya. Do it on your own, pal.
Hey, there's a Louisville, Ashton Marshall, another member of the dunk contest, and he'll be on Coach Carden's team.
Bob Bury, can we please pipe in some circus music? Yeah, we're just fine. This kid isn't a cloud. Caleb Rouse. I mean, he's a great player for Sebring. Great player. So let's go up. Dom Letlow, the big fella.
Coach Carden gets a dominant post player to go along with a couple of shooters that he's gotten already on the spin. But Dom can also shoot the three pretty well.
Ty's lying through his teeth.
What's Ty
Great
say?
show, guys. False.
Thanks, Ty.
False on all accounts.
Truth say, yeah.
This show stinks.
Hey, you know what? We're highlighting the great all-stars. We're doing a good job. Truth say, Jack.
You
From
should never
McDonald.
say we're doing a good job for what we've done so far, Anthony. It's been terrible. You know it. Don't patronize me.
You got to keep grinding, man. You get knocked down 9 times, you get back up 10.
Oh, don't you
Zajac goes-
start with me. Braden Gross, BG, the 6'7" forward, is off the board. Who does he go to?
Coach Carden has 2 out of the 3 Louisville representatives on his roster.
He's happy.
Coach Reynolds going to answer with LeBray's Austin Rowe. Someone that came back from injury that he suffered in a scrimmage before the season started, was able to get healthy and make a big impact on that LeBray team. Fell just short in an awesome district championship against Camel. Jason Pratt from United going to go to Coach Carden.
Great to see United in red. Dang it. See what happens when we try to do too much.
Oh, no, now we're getting Coach Bornemus popping in. Should we
Western
tell him the
Reserve
news?
drafts. Well, the draft pick is from Western Reserve. Nico
Nico
Paris,
Paris.
who's late addition to it, but glad that Western Reserve has a representative. They what a trip planned for New York City. So we were happy that Nico was able to come in, and he's excited about it. We're excited to have him.
Carmine Chucolo, and I believe that's Coach Carden's pick. And he's going to be really happy not to have to guard against Carmine like he does in the NE8 play. Carmine Chucolo broke his heart. No, actually, I'm sorry. That was – no, I'm looking at the wrong one. Let's see where Mike puts that one. Yeah, it was Coach Carden. So Carmine broke Coach Carden's heart with a buzzer beater in Poland. Your Modelski goes to Coach Reynolds from Mobile.
Blue. Uh-oh. The old number 1 is off the board. Cohen P's going to the other side, Cade.
Yeah, now you're laughing. No, well, that's good. That's one-on-one. You have Luke Rowan and Cohen Pease. That's an easy trade. That's opposite what we saw from the girls' side, where it has to get kind of fancy.
That could be very interesting.
Noah Bell from Ursuline popping up on Coach Reynolds' side.
That's not a bad get. High flyer. Oh, good. The whole team of Garrettsville Garfield has been drafted. The reason that is because they had a dropout and they're trying to get one added. So you don't really get the whole team of G-men, but that would be incredible.
That would be insane.
That's why there needs to be a proofreader for this stupid wheel.
Grayson Eicher from Boardman.
Mike Swinehardt's probably sitting there like, you guys are jack wagons. Oh, boy. Jared Cologne, sharpshooter, had 11 threes in a game in that noon game.
Coach Carden gets another kid from Camel, and Coach Reynolds swept the Boardman Spartans, so he has all 3 of the Spartans on his team.
You can bring Coach Bornemus in if you'd like.
Okay.
Springfield, Carson Cunningham.
That is a shooter. Coach Bornemus, we have you on.
Hi, guys. How are we doing today?
You missed the girls spin, but it worked out a lot in your favor, buddy. You're going to have a call from Andy Rowe pretty soon.
Yeah. You got all the LeBray girls.
You got all of her players on the Wheel of Destiny. And you got 2 out of 3 of yours.
2 out of 3?
Yeah.
Nice.
So the only one that she has to offer you is Mackenzie White. You got Kaylee and Allie Gassman on your team with the wheel, so she'll have to do some finagling and see who she can offer you to try to get the LeBray girls on her team.
How many girls?
64 total, Coach.
So it's going to be one game split into teams?
Yep.
Yeah.
So I'm going to have 33 girls?
32.
Yeah, so usually it's like hockey where they're just line changes throughout.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
What is the breakdown? Is it in halves or quarters? What is it?
Halves.
Yeah, 1 25-minute half with a running clock, I think is the way we do it.
Just 1 25-minute.
No, like two 25-minute halves, but
that's good. That's good.
Yeah.
That'll give us enough time to, with my staff, to put our heads together and get a good rotation so all the girls get equal playing time.
Yeah, you make sure Coach Foster puts in the work, all right?
Yeah, you got all the chips right now, Coach. I mean, that's the key is you got all the LeBray girls. So I would start them if I were you, and then unless there's a great trade that crosses your desk, you're gonna make Coach Rowe pay.
Yeah, but she got Mackenzie White, right?
Yeah, she got Mackenzie White.
I think I'm gonna start sending a text out right now.
Carson Brock, by the way, went to Coach Carden. I want to get them. I want to get that conversation live on the air.
I don't think you want her back on the air with us right now. She's probably fuming. She might be helping educate the youth of tomorrow, but she hates YSN right now.
Kyler Bourne goes to East Palestine.
The big
Hey, you
fella.
know, me and Mandy go back a long way. She played in our summer league all last year, and we really got to become good friends. You know, her and her family and Todd and you know, we became really close. And I'm definitely going to hit her up after this is all done, just to see how she's liking things.
Well, we're grateful that that you were able to coach in this game. It means so much to us. We know that it is work. It's all for charity. It's all for fun. But we're grateful and obviously much deserved, Coach. What a year you had. You know, have you had a chance to kind of look back on it yet?
You know, we just to be honest with you, I'm already in the locker room already and in my office. I don't take much time off. To be honest, you know, I'm all about having the doors open and, you know, with kids ain't playing other sports, you know, let them get in and do some shooting, you know, and once we get our 28 period days off and stuff like that. And, you know, I hope that my daughter just took the Poland varsity volleyball job.
Volleyball, yeah. Congratulations on that, Coach.
I'm hoping she sees what it takes, you know, to get your teams better. I'm sure she's been around me long enough that, you know, if you don't have them doors open and those girls playing, man, it's just you can't expect anything else from your team if you don't have them doors open.
Coach Carden got Graham Hakenin, by the way, so he split his players at least.
Well, that's good.
From South Range.
Who gets Braxton?
That's Coach Reynolds.
Coach Reynolds gets Braxton Sloan. So
we're in the middle of the boys spin, Coach, too. So
hey, DJ.
Yes, sir.
You know, our staff would like to thank you guys, Anthony, you know, for letting us, you know, be part of this. You know, this is a huge game. You know, my kids are excited. I'm sure all the kids are excited. You know, we're just going to go out there and let them do their thing and, you know, let them have their cameras and take pictures and take some half court shots. And, you know, we got a kind of a little plan that we got together to make it a little more exciting and fun. It's already exciting and fun, but, you know, the kids are, you know, probably a little nervous also, you know, playing with a bunch of different groups and stuff like that. So we're there to settle them down and just make sure that they're having fun along with our staff and, you know, just having a great night.
And we appreciate that. And that's what it's all about. It's all about having fun. We want to make it social. You know, we want to make it, you know, put it on Instagram, whatever you want to do.
Right.
We were talking about the first kid to ever be able to play basketball and do selfies at the same time, running down the floor. So,
I'm telling you, DJ, I already told you that. Gassman's all into that.
I love it. Let her have it, dude.
Allie Gassman will probably have a stick up, you know, way out there taking pictures of herself with her group behind her. You know?
I can't wait. I cannot wait. I mean, it's always fun. Oh,
hey, Anthony.
Hey, Coach.
Hey, I just want to make sure that I didn't forget what DJ said yesterday on the show. I want that mascot. I want to see that mascot out there dunking that ball, man.
Wouldn't that be sweet? I think that'd be awesome, dude.
That'd be great.
All right, so the question is, did Coach Reynolds get Q?
That's the big question. We're gonna give me a second to get Mike's color code real quick. He got Quentin Conrad.
Okay, so he's 1 for 2. Okay,
they've both split each other's team.
Okay.
So
hey guys, I'm going to sign off. I got to get back to work.
Appreciate you, Coach.
Thank you for having me on. I'm looking forward to Saturday night, spending a good evening with you guys.
Looking forward to it, Coach. Thank you for stopping by,
buddy.
Thanks.
All right, there it is. Thank you, Coach Bornemus. Appreciate you so much. And then the last pick of the boys draft, Mineral Ridge's Chase Moore.
Yeah, and he goes to Coach Carton, so he gets the last spin, and we have spun the wheel for the boys' side.
All right, back to normal. A little bit. Wait, now we're back to normal. All right, that was painful. That did not go the way that I thought that it would go. But we got through it. We chugged through it. And now we got some teams. We got some teams. Thank you. I want to guess. I'm just going to throw an educated guess out there that Mike Swinehart wants to decapitate me. He's like, we got coaches coming in. You guys aren't saying the picks. We got all this stuff. He's like, the worst thing of all is like the colors are not right.
They're not right.
The one thing that we try to make nice, which is why we can't have nice things. Oh, here we go. We'll get back to Radar here in a second. Let's get these trade talks going.
Yeah, here we go.
I love
trade
it.
talks. You gotta call Coach Carden, Coach.
He's got to get Cohen Pease. He's willing to give up. I'm going to just put it out there. He's willing to give up Luke Rowan for Cohen Pease. That's not a bad trade.
That'd be the trade.
I mean, if
they're
you're
both
on
in the
NBA,
3-point contest.
If you're on 2K, that's probably a pretty close trade. Luke Rowan's probably going to say no. And he'll probably drop kick Z, but for me saying that. But I think that's about as equal as it gets. I mean, if you're looking if you're looking at two players, I mean, they're pretty even.
You know, the trade would be great, but it's also, I think it's sometimes fun when it lands like that and we see players going up against each other that are on the same team, and players having to go up against their coaches that they've coached for a while. We've seen that in the softball one a couple of times, where Coach Ward didn't have Sydney Watson, had to watch someone else, had to try to hit against her, and so it's always fun to see sometimes when those players on the opposite teams get to go up against their head coach every now and then.
Okay, Radar is doing a spark about Scotty losing a family member, an uncle. So,
Scotty, man, we're thinking about you, buddy.
Prayers up for Scotty. I will say, last night I got a text message from Scotty, and I shared it on social. Did you see that?
Yeah,
our dude was tearing it up.
The pipes, man,
unbelievable. Next week, I believe Scotty Mincher returns on Wednesday.
Yeah, we'll bring him back next week. He sent in some topics already, so he has topics ready to go.
Topic number one, maybe DJ Yoakley should figure out what color these teams are that he represents. I'm so mad. Anthony, you don't understand. I pulled in at 8:00 to the studio just so I can get all this done. So I had 4 hours to do this. I had almost too much time and absolutely blew it. Blew it. It all looked perfect. What's up? I'm so mad at myself. I had one job.
Well, I don't think it was you. It might have just been the wheel. I mean,
that wheel sucks. That's why it's free. We need to go find a paid one. Can you imagine Pat Sajak actually spinning the wheel, an AI Pat Sajak? Although, like I said earlier, I feel like if poor Mandy Rowe was spinning it, she would have got a bankrupt. I mean, that's how,
and lose your turn.
That was I know she's not mad at us. We'll make it right. But man, that was a real I've never seen anybody lose the Wheel of Destiny before.
Yeah,
except me. That wasn't even a contest. I just got my ass beat by the Wheel of Destiny. I mean, he quit at one point. The wheel, a website quit in the middle of our show. I've never seen that before in my life. And somehow we got him back. We had to take a break. We had to take a break to bring back the Wheel of Destiny. We had to talk things over. Unbelievable.
Contract dispute, we got it ironed out. Crazy.
You guys are the man. Show my dragons some love.
We got 2 dragons on YSN, so we got to be a little bit more specific with that. But I'm assuming he means Niles, but he could be.
And Dave Matz is a Boardman guy. Calling it now Luke Rowan 3-point contest champion.
Back to back if he does it.
To back. That has nothing to do. That's on Twitch. That's not even English.
No. Someone from the Middle East is watching on Twitch.
I don't know if we put this up or not. I'm not sure. Can't remove the space. Oh, yeah, you don't want to put that up. Anyway, Niall starting the program back up. I'm missing something here, bud. You know what he's talking about?
Nope. I'm
Me neither.
lost. Is he
Sorry, Dave.
PAing? Is he PAing Saturday?
I think so.
All right, we'll have to ask him what he was doing.
It's going to go a lot like this. Dave, what the hell are you talking about?
It fits the show perfectly.
Yeah,
He's going right on brand.
Spot on for today. Okay. We're getting there, Dave.
Coach.
We're getting there. We're putting it together. How did you think it went? I mean, honestly, not for taking away from the shtick.
Right.
God,
No, the wheel. I think both teams. The one thing I look at when we're spinning the wheel is, like, did both teams get an adequate number of guys that can do the different things, and girls that can do the different things? Do we have an adequate number of shooters and post players on the same team? Because that's what we ran into before when we do this random one, and then we realize, like, oh shoot, this coach has nothing but post players. But I think we're pretty even on that front. That's one of the things I watch out for. So I think it's going to be an evenly matched roster, and I think we're going to have a lot of fun. 64 if everyone shows.
Yep. And we're hoping that everybody shows. I think we have every school represented between the two games, if I'm not mistaken. I'll have to go back and take another look, but I thought I had checked that box of every school was represented, because we've got a Perry in the girls and we don't have a Perry in the boys. A couple of the PA schools in the girls and not in the boys.
Both the PA schools and the girls were good. Orange is still yellow, so if we get orange,
orange is the only one. Yep, you're right.
The guy is yellow. McCullough is yellow, so he's that means that he's up in the air, not declined yet.
Yeah, it's out. So
okay.
Orange is Tim Porter. I'm looking at you. No, I mean, obviously they've got a lot going on there. Everybody's in spring sports. I had a conversation with an athletic director this morning. Everybody's in spring sports. So, we had a couple, very nice rejections, if that exists, but it was like, hey, it's baseball season, it's softball season. I'm moving on. I'm honored that you guys wanted us to play in the game, wanted me to play in the game. But I'm really looking forward to the spring seasons. That's okay. Like we just want to make sure that that we appreciate you. So let's get real quick. I want to go over the skills participants before we take off. And that way people know. And also if there's any adjustments that we may need to make before Saturday, please let us know. You're not going to disappoint us. We just need to know so we can fill your spot if something came up and we get it. So Alyssa Schroeds, this is the 3-point competition. Alyssa Schroeds from Southern is in it. Claire Urchek from Maplewood. We also have Sophie Irwin from Lakeview. Jocelyn Torres will represent the home crowd of Boardman. Jaden Smith from Lisbon. We have Gwen Lowry from South Range and Jenna Treveri from Canfield. And that is the girls.
And then we added the 8th today. So Zoe Painter from Palm Valley as well.
Perfect. Thank you very much for that. It's not in the thing yet. Oh, I'm looking at a copy. Never mind. That's why. Okay. It was so I didn't mess anything up in the real thing.
Right.
Also, I should probably look at that instead of this one, to be honest with you. So that way, because that's the one you're in, huh? Yeah, there it is. We're perfect. All right. And then in the 3-point boys. So Anthony Cavetta from Jefferson is in. Jace Varley from Boardman is in. The returning champion, Luke Rowan of South Range, is in. Cohen Pease from East Liverpool is in. Marcel Finkley Jr., Austintown Fitch, in. Ryan Romai, 1,000-point scorer from Jackson Milton, in. Bo Siegfried, potential state champion sharpshooter, in from Louisville. We also have True Carey Harden from Niles is in. That is your 3-point boys contest. 3-2-1 girls. Ant, you want to take that one?
So here we go for the 3-2-1 girls. We have Addison Rhodes from Crestview, the reigning champion, looking to back up her title. We have Layla Songer from Hubbard, the impressive freshman from the Eagles. Marissa Levinsky, the senior from LeBray. We have Allie Gassman from Girard. Alyssa Brown from Cheney, last year's freshman of the year. Gracie Callow, senior from McDonald. And then last but not least, Caitlin Kimball, the senior from Struthers.
And last but not least, again, I guess, because you said it, and I don't know why I said it again, it is the Slam Dunk Contest, which is always a good time. And leading things off is going to be Graham Hakenen from South Range. Gavin Gregory will be in full uniform this year in the Slam Dunk Contest from West Branch. We got Jace Ricardo from Ursuline will be representing the Irish. Cooper Brown from Columbiana is in, as well as Braden Gross from Louisville. We also have Ashton Marshall from Louisville. So there's a little bit of bragging rights to be had in the Ville alone. And then finally, we've got Derek Wilson of LeBray. We have 7 dunkers in the contest. We have room for an 8th. We could potentially add another dunker to the contest by Saturday. So keep your ear to the floor on that one. And man, I'll tell you what, it is going to be a fun night. And again, there's some big surprises we have in store that I don't want to get too far into because I'll blow it. But we're excited. We're excited. This is a game that only happens in this country, and it only happens here in Boardman, Ohio, on Saturday night. To have 64 players on each game is ridiculous. It's absolutely crazy. There's a lot of people that get frustrated here. It's not about minutes. I'll tell you that right now. It's not about minutes. It's about moments. And the moments we talked to Coach Bornemis in today's show. We want them to have fun. I think the girls, here's the challenge, and I think the girls are going to set the bar really high for how much fun they have during this game.
Yeah.
And the boys are going to have to one up it.
Yeah, because usually, I mean, when we've done these games in the past, the girls are the ones that, like, you don't turn that competitiveness off. They play hard defense. They're in each other's face. It's more like a real girls basketball game that you see, and then the boys put on like the show where they're shooting up, like you said, half court shots or trying to alley oop to each other. But I think we might see some showmanship from the girls this time around.
I want to see the selfie stick. I think if that comes
stick
out, we already have one special moment planned, a couple special moments planned, one during game. And there's probably a lot more where that came from. The biggest thing is we don't want anybody to get hurt. We want everybody to have fun. And we want everybody to walk away saying, we saw a lot of great stuff tonight, and we raised a lot of money for a really great organization. That's the number one. And for people to be proud of their communities. I mean, some of these kids will play, and I'll say it during the game, some of these kids will play their last bit of organized basketball during this game. And sometimes it's hard to choke back those tears if you're a parent. We've got a couple jerseys that didn't end necessarily the way they wanted it to, and they get it's like having another shot.
Yep.
I'm adamant, and how adamant I am about this. I'm adamant that they wear their jerseys. We're going to give them shirts.
Yep.
They can keep the shirts forever. Parents, you want to buy an extra shirt, you want to make a quilt, whatever, I don't care. We're grateful for it. But the favors are the shirts, but we want to see the jerseys. We want them to represent their communities one more time, or another time, until next year if they have more eligibility. So, but for some of these kids, last time they're going to put that jersey on, and it's one more day in the sun, and that's the cool thing about this. And I know it's frustrating for coaches. I know it's frustrating for athletic directors because you got to go get those jerseys again. But what I'm going to tell you is it's worth it.
Yep.
It's worth it. Every bit of it. And parents will tell you that. And, it's kids don't steal the jerseys is what we're saying too.
Right.
Don't steal the jersey.
Don't steal them.
They're gonna keep your report card. Damn it.
Don't escape Boardman out of the back end of Boardman with the jersey. Run into the car. I got it. Start the vehicle. Start the car.
Target acquired. We have slam dunk judges. We'll release those as well. Brittany Bissell, obviously everybody knows that. We had the interview with Brittany not too long ago from Channel 21 WFMJ. We're excited to have. Oh boy, we're both coughing. We're excited to have Brittany as part of the judges table this year. We also have Jeremy from the Youngstown Pizza Reviews is going to be a judge for us this year. We're excited about that. I'm going to try to get an interview with Jeremy before the slam dunk contest. Ray Boom Boom Mancini is going to be a judge in the All-Star game, in the slam dunk contest, and then Kelly Pavlik, who will return, the only returning judge. Well, I shouldn't say that. One of the one of the two returning judges of the slam dunk contest. Sorry, I was in my head rehashing something that happened last night. And then the one, the only Scotty Mincher will be the fifth judge. As always, we love getting Scotty incorporated. He is the living legend himself, and to have him down there with Boom Boom, with Kelly, with Jeremy, and with Brittany. Wait a minute. Whoa, they all have names that end in Y.
Whoa.
Scotty, Kelly, Ray, Brittany, Jeremy.
It's the Y team.
The YSN All-Star game.
We're going to have to change Scotty to a Y. Tell him to drop the IE, and he's going to be Scotty with a Y for this
Wait, he's
game.
Scotty with an IE?
I think so.
No, he's not.
I think so.
I think you're a liar.
Let's look at Facebook.
I may have messed up the colors, but you absolutely abolished his first name.
Oh, his Facebook's a Scott. I don't know how he likes it.
It's Scotty with a Y, and there's
Okay.
no other way.
We're going with a Y. It's a Y.
We're going with a Y. I'm geeked up, man. I always get nervous for these things because you want everything to go absolutely perfect. Yep. Obviously,
I've used the metaphor before of like building up to the All-Star game, getting everything organized, getting everyone there is like blowing up a balloon. But then when you show up, you just let it go. And if you ever let go of a balloon, it's gonna go where it's gonna go, and you kind of lose control of it when the game starts. So that's what this feels like. You know, you've blown up the balloon for a couple of weeks, getting everything ready, and then Saturday you let it go, and you hope that it goes in a good direction, which it has for every time we've done it. So I'm pretty confident that it will this time too.
I am so glad. I heard everything you just said, but I'm so glad I didn't click that button for that one comment on Twitch.
Oh,
did you see what the name was?
No, I didn't see it.
Okay, good. Good. I read the comment.
Now I see it.
Didn't read the name. Oh, that would have been terrible. I don't know why these people on Twitch. Oh, Twitch is it's a bad place.
It's a bot. It's a bot.
I hope so.
It wants you to buy viewers on Twitch.
Yeah, not happening, especially with that name.
No, that's not. I'm not buying anything from you, buddy.
Oh boy. All right.
That's why we filter out our comments.
We tried to. I almost pulled the trigger on that one. That would have been absolutely terrible. Last thing, I know we had Mandy and Coach B on today. We've got 4 great coaches, 4 great coaching staffs that are volunteering their time that we can't be more thankful for. Thank you. All the jokes in the world, set aside. We're grateful for everything you do and for being a part of this. Again, we're just trying to make this fun for everybody. It can be real serious, or it can be just, kind of put together. But I think it's always a good mix of everything. It's got its emotional moments, it's got its exciting moments, it has its sad moments, it has its happy moments, it has all that stuff. And as much work as it is, and between you, me, Swiney, the staff that we have here at YSN, it's still one of the best parties you can throw this time of year. And we're excited for it. So thank you to everybody involved. Thank you for everybody that's coming out. We're excited to raise a lot of money for a great organization in the Rich Center for Autism, which I know is an organization that's near and dear to so many. And hopefully we can raise a bunch of money, bring a bunch of money. And, we'll have 50-50. We do have concession stands open. We do not have, that's completely separate from us, but we do, endorse them. We say, yes, please eat some food of the concession stands. They are Boardman people. So let us point the direction at them and say, hey, they're one of us for that night, especially. So thank you also to Boardman for allowing us to do this. They don't have to, but they do. And, I still think there's very few venues like Boardman High School, that has the capacity that we need, especially in the high school realm. And, we did YSU one year, and certainly we'd love to do it again one year, but dude, why walk away from Boardman? Because it's beautiful. It's perfect. Have parking, free parking, that was kind of an issue we didn't think of when we did it. No, I'm excited. I'm very excited. And now that this is over, this crapshoot, I'm ready to go, man. I'm ready for Saturday.
Let's go. Let's put a bow on basketball, and then that Monday we'll get right on the softball, baseball.
Oh boy, you just made my stomach turn again. There we go.
Yep.
There it was. There it was.
Here
All right,
comes,
let's put a bow on this show. But before we do that, Anthony, I know that we've got a couple sponsors to thank, and as always, we want to thank them for making this possible each and every weekday right here on YSN. And we lead off with our friends at Greenwood Chevrolet.
Well, Greenwood Chevrolet, if you're still sponsoring us tomorrow, then we're in a good shape this show. Because like DJ said, this one did not go the way we all wanted it to. But hey, we have fun with it. But Greenwood Chevrolet, they go the extra mile for you. We try to do the same here on the show and on the network every single day for our communities and our athletes that we cover. If you are in the need of a new or used vehicle, or maybe in need of the service department, there's no one better than Greenwood Chevrolet in Austintown. They also have Greenwood Chevrolet in Hubbard too. So whichever one is closer to you, more convenient, make sure to check them out. They have the greatest people working for them, and they will take care of you. They will go the extra mile for you as well.
And as for our second sponsor, our friends over at Toyota of Warren. Visit Tino and the whole crew over there if you need your Toyota serviced. If you're looking for a new or used vehicle, certainly you want to ride like a sweet ride, you're going to Toyota of Warren. It is the best Toyota dealership there is, bar none, and they've got the best service, the best people from top to bottom in that organization, and it's all led by my dear friend Tino Merlo, who is the general manager over there. And I'll tell you what, man, every day I wake up and I get to jump in a Toyota. It is awesome. It's a great day, especially because that Toyota has YSN plastered all over it. We are a driving billboard for your sports network, and I know that Toyota Warren is proud to be associated with us, and we're grateful for them for so many different reasons, and for allowing us to do this each and every day right here on the YSN Live podcast. Almost slipped and said Power Hour. That is dead.
Gone and buried.
All right. It is time for the Joe Dickey Electric What's Your Spark? Presented by Joe Dickey Electric. They are everything electrical. Yes, Anthony, I said everything electrical. And you can visit them on the web 24/7, 365 at DickeyElectric.com. Sunday, Saturday.
Have you seen that? Remind me of you've seen the prank call with John Cena where they keep calling this woman.
Yeah,
it's John Cena. They keep trying to sell this woman like tickets to see.
I don't want tickets.
I don't want tickets. But my spark of the day is not the John Cena prank call, although that is a very fun video. If you haven't seen it, go look it up on Reels or wherever you get your funny videos. My spark is what the NCAA tournament starting tomorrow. I want to remind everybody out there, if you fill out more than one bracket, I do not have respect for you if you win a tournament challenge or
Oh,
anything else. One bracket. That's it. If you fill out multiple brackets, it's like you're shooting more darts than you have. One bracket is what you should do, unless you're just doing it for fun. But if you're doing it for like bragging rights in a tournament challenge, it should be one bracket, just one. Don't let anyone else fool you. Just one.
are you filling out your bracket? Or are you?
I
Gonna
did.
let
I got
AI
it. I got it filled out. I have my digital version on the ESPN app, and I have my hard copy version that I can pull up whenever I want to when I'm watching the games, and I don't want to open the tournament challenge app at that moment or whatever. So I got two ways I can look at my bracket, identical the same.
I'm going to have AI fill out a bracket just so I can watch. I just want to see. Can you imagine?
That would be.
Can you
fun.
imagine if
Imagine
it
AI
did-
won the March Madness tournament? I
I
have
might do that on ESPN. They still have that thing where like if you're perfect, you win
Mhm.
like $1 million, right?
yeah. If you
I
happen to
might
be
do
that,
that. I might do that. That might be my AI bracket goes in there. Don't cheat. Hey, all you people out there watching, and we see all of you.
Yep.
Don't you dare take my ideas.
hey, if you
Don't
win
you
the
dare.
bracket challenge, the first thing we got to buy is a wheel.
That thing is broken. That thing stinks. I hate that Wheel of Destiny. I loved it coming into today. I
Yeah,
was
it worked every other time, but
I was
it failed us
nurturing it.
today.
nurturing it like a baby. I mean, it was well fed. Burp the baby a little bit, and then yeah, absolutely turned its back on us.
Uh-oh. Someone disagrees with me in the comments. Wants to fill out multiple brackets.
Here we go.
Mm-mm. Not for me, buddy.
Ryan's a Louisville guy, so you got to be careful. Rob will tell you those Louisville folks are a little bit crazy. They're on edge, especially right now. They got a celebration going on in Louisville today, by the way. So I can't make it out. I have prior obligations. I was trying my darndest to get out there. Not going to happen for me. So I'm hoping Rob is going to stream it because I wanted to get out there. Just I can't. There's not enough time. We did the Baerga thing last night, which is my spark, by the way. What an unbelievable evening. Unbelievable evening in Austin Town last night. Carlos Baerga, the former second baseman, middle infielder for the Cleveland Indians. Yes, I said Indians. I mean, there's probably 200 people there if there was 5. And it was a great night, great food, great community, obviously, great fellowship around baseball and some of the great stories that Carlos Baerga was telling, man. It was cool. And there were a couple, like, you and I talk about this all the time. There's so many pinch me moments when we do this. Like, I can't believe I'm here. And I'm up on stage with Carlos Baerga and some of the people in that room who I respect a whole hell of a lot. And I'm like, I don't think I should be here. I think I should be down there. And it was very, very humbling. So thank you to Jim Davis, the AGE, and Mark Cole, who's the president of the AGE, the sponsors that put it on last night. Very, very cool. But I am proud to say that I got an autographed picture of Carlos Baerga for our buddy Scotty, and I got one for our buddy Gary Leininger. So I was pretty amped up to get those for him because those are the 2 biggest Guardians Indians fans you're ever going to find. So great night. And I can't be more thankful. And hopefully I get to do it again because, I mean, I was on cloud 9. It was cool. And I'm sitting there, I'm like, I was 10 years old watching Carlos Baerga hit bombs, nukes. And in Jacobs Field. And 10-year-old DJ Yoakley was geeked last night. 40-year-old DJ Yoakley was tired and trying to keep it together. But 10-year-old DJ Yoakley inside, he was wahooing all the way to Cleveland. So that's a show. That's a show. We went an hour and a half. We got 2 drafts done. We'll have. I'm putting you in charge of the article that goes up. You good with that? Oh, he's dying. You gonna make it?
I got it. We're good.
You tried to mute it. You missed it. I blame you. I blame the Wheel of Destiny. That's what I blame. We're gonna
I
get
got
outta
the
here.
tickle today. But yes, we will have the content up with the roster. It'll have the game times. It'll have
Waiver form.
the waiver form at the bottom as well. If you miss that, we'll have it at the check-in as well. So don't worry if you come up Saturday and you're like, shoot, I didn't get the waiver signed. It will also be there will be a digital link to it at check-in as well. As always, 18 or older, you can sign it yourself. If you're under 18, a parent or guardian will have to fill it out for you. It takes like at the most 2 minutes. It's not a lengthy sheet at all. It just your simple online waiver. So we'll have that for you as well as the content goes out later tonight.
That'll do it. That's a show. Reminder, no show on Thursday or Friday because of March Madness. We would much more appreciate you guys letting your hair down a little bit and watching that. And if you're getting in trouble at work, it's not our fault. So there's that. We will see you on Saturday at the game. And then sure as heck, we will see you right back here on Monday to go over all the greatness that happens on Saturday. We hope to see you out there. Check in, 4 o'clock, doors open, 4 o'clock, Boardman High School, the 2025 YSN All-Star Game. We'll see you there. YSN thanks you for watching this presentation of Your Sports Network. For stories, stats, and more, go to ysnlive.com.